Hi everyone, this is Sheila Peters and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. We're going to lie on our bellies. We don't often start class that way, but that's what we're going to do. I want you to rest your head on your hands that you've stacked, lift the legs up, and then gently just bring the legs to one side, up and over, and to the other side. Repeat, up and over, and lift, and up and over. Keep going. So I want you to notice what's happening to your body. In a way, this windshield wiper that we're doing with our legs is very restful, but it's also starting to engage that lower spine. And let's take one more. Here we go. Over to the side, lift, and over to the side. Excellent. Let's come back upright. Let the legs come down. And now we're going to bring our hands underneath us here, and we're going to just push. And we're going to twist one side. So I'm letting my shoulder go down and the other shoulder go up, and twist and go to the other side. Repeat and twist. So again, it's just nice and gentle, but we're doing that twisting action. Your legs are anchoring. They may move a little bit as you do this. Here's our third time. And over to the other side. Here we go. And last time, push it over. And push it over. Excellent. Let's come back to our center position. Push our hands a little bit lower down towards our waist and come up to our hands and knees. Come to a nice position where you've got a flat back. You're holding onto your abs, and now we're going to just push the hip out to the side. So again, we're sort of just doing this rocking motion with different parts of our body to help us to wake everything up and be nice and gentle in terms of warming things up. We have 2 more sets. Here we go. Over to the side. Hips are leading, and up and over. And we have one more. Twist and going over to the front, and up and over, and twist to the back. Excellent. Come back up, and let's bring ourselves back in line, putting the back hand on the floor right in front of us. We're going to lift this front arm up and just once again twist, but exaggerate it a little bit. And bring that hand down. Lift up, drape, and reach. And come down. 2 more. Lift, up, and drape. Maybe we can get our heads to look up and see that whole hand going up to the ceiling. Here we go. Last one. Reach up, twist, and come down. Now we're going to shift and put that hand we just lifted into that center supporting position and start to drape the other arm up and reach and come down. Breathe. Push with the bottom hand to reach up and come down. We have 2 more. You may find that you're able to push a little bit more as we get to this third one and reach and drop it down. And let's take it one more time. Push, lift, up, and reach. Good. And come down. Excellent. Now let's make our rib cage go side to side. So we're pushing the ribs out and push them out. So again, we're isolating one part of your body, even though everything else will reflect and react. We're trying to really think of that rib cage. Here we go. Out and out. And last time, push it out and out. Excellent. Come back to neutral position. Let's push back and sit on our knees here. And we're going to just let our heads do the work. So our shoulders are on top of our hips. And we're looking to the front, to the back. Again, that side to side motion, just to start to open things up. Repeat. Out to the front, to the back, and out to the front, and out to the back. Excellent. Come back to neutral. This time, I'm going to go slightly on the diagonal, but you can stay on the mat. I'm opening up my knees, and I have a wider position here as I'm sitting. And we're going to again do that side to side motion, but we're going to be doing it pushing the hips inwards. So here we go. I'm pushing that right hip in as my upper body is now being pushed by that hip to the opposite side. And then we'll come to the other one. Here we go. Push. And And so we're opening up that inside thigh area. Push it out. And come back and push it out. Repeat. First hip out, causing the upper body to twist and push. And last time, make it go out. And then come back and make it go out. Excellent. Let's come back to our neutral position. And we're going to put our hands down, elbows down if we can. So we're getting a flat back there. And slide the knees out just a little bit more. And we're going to repeat that rocking in this position, which will increase the inside thigh stretch there. So first hip, right hip is pushing. Your upper body will sway to the other side just a little bit and shift and change. So we're really directing our attention to very specific places in our body, getting this sort of swaying action happening. And then because of that specific part of the body that's motivating the action, then the rest of your body will get something going on too there. Okay, here we go. Last time. Excellent. And push. Come back to neutral, come up, and let's just sit down and make a folded position here. So I've got my right leg in front, I've got the divine flesh out from underneath, and we're going to do the same thing with our shoulders with a little sway there. So right shoulder's going forward as the upper body is going to now be pushed to the opposite direction. And then left shoulder. And repeat, right, push that shoulder forward. And shift and push. Keep going. So you notice as that shoulder goes forward, we're also getting more of a stretch through that lower back in this spinal twisty position. And last one, here we go. Out and out. Excellent. Coming up right. Let's slide the right hand down, put the elbow down, reach the left arm over, and now we're getting a stretch on the side of the bodies. But it's a little bit more intense because we're keeping both hips on the floor. Push with the bottom hand up, and we're going to sway or reach over to the other side, opening up the side body. Good. And lift up and over. Push up and reach. 2 more sets. Lift up and over and lift and breathe. Here we go with the last time. Reach, stretch it way out. Good. And lift up and out. Coming up right, we're going to place that right hand down and we're going to twist and get a diagonal reach here. Out. And then bring that elbow back and bring it to the back of the rung in that diagonal line. And push. And sway back. And push, reach. And sway back. And push, reach. And sway back. Come back to neutral. Hand goes down, other side. Reach it to that diagonal, way out there. Elbow comes back, and you're reaching to the back. And reach. And back. 2 more sets. Reach it out. And bring it to the back diagonal. And last time, stretch it to the front. Way out there. And way back. Come back to neutral position. Let's circle the shoulders. So we're going to go into circles now. Up, around, and down, and front. Lift. Back, down. 2 more, front. Lift, back, and down. Once more, front. Lift, back, and down. Reverse that, going to the back. Lift, front, and down. Push to the back. Lift, front, and down. 2 more, back. Lift, front, and down. And to the back. Lift, front, and down. Let's drop the heads down, and we're going to take circles to the right. So the chin is leading, lift all the way up, around, and down. 3 more. Feeling the stretch in the back of the neck there. Lift all the way up, around, and down, keeping your spine very tall. And side, and lift all the way up, around, and down. And notice if you're getting a greater range of motion in that neck area. Good. Lift up and around. Let's go all the way back down again and reverse that. So we have 4 circles to the left. All the way around
As we go in the opposite direction, you may find that there's additional places where you're opening up in the neck. Lift it up, all the way around and down. 2 more. Drop it to the side. Lift it up and around. Excellent. Drop it down and circle. And lift it up, around and down. Chin to the chest. And let's make our head go all the way up just for a moment. Open the mouth. Close the mouth up, bottom jaw to top jaw. And open. And close. 2 more. Open. And close. And open. And close. Good. Coming to neutral position. From here, put your hands on your knees, and we're going to make that head go forward and back. So we're going straight forward. And then move it back. So we're trying to go in a flat plane that would be parallel to the floor. Front and back. Good. Front and way back. And front and back. Now let's shoot to the front. And now we're going to try and take a circle around in that flat plane. It's going to feel a little strange because we don't often do this action. But it will release a lot of tension in your neck. You know, when you're driving, sometimes you press your chin forward because of worry about the traffic. Well, this kind of action here can help release any blocks you've created by doing that kind of an action. You may find yourself doing the same thing with a computer. And here we go. Let's go back to the other side. We don't need to jut our chins so far forward. Here we go. Here's our second one around to the left. Trying to really keep it flat. And notice what happens. You may feel this in the sides of your neck at various points, back of the neck, and to the front. And here's our last one. I'm going to the front. Excellent. To the side, around to the back, and side. Come back to the front. Here we go. And then come to a neutral position and just shake that out. You may feel like all of a sudden some things have released there. Let's work on the rib cage. So we're going to take circles with the rib cage. We did sway the ribs side to side when we are on our hands and knees. But we're going to make those big circles, front and around. Good. To the back and around to the side. Repeat. And front, around to the side and to the back and side. We have 2 more sets. Really pushing to the front, shoulders stay down, ribs are working. They help to expand your ability to breathe when you release any tension in the rib cage. Here we go. Around, here's our 4th one. And then we're going to come back to center and reverse that right away. Breathing around, good. Back to the side and to the front. Repeat, circle, around, good. All the way, and you can use your hands against your knees to help you. Really extend the range of motion around and to the side. And we have our last one. Breathe all the way around. Excellent. To the back, side, and come to the front. Excellent. And just shake that whole upper body area above the waist there. And that should be nice and loose. Let's bring the legs together and we're going to open them out. And once again, get into a little bit more of the sway. So I'm not going to ask you to have a formed foot, but I do want the divine flesh out from underneath here. And we're going to twist and rotate this right leg in. Now we're trying to maintain this leg in a stationary position. Rotate and out. So we're really trying to work with the sway there, going from one direction inwards and then outwards from that hip. But you notice what happens to the rest of your body. You're rotating in and rotating out. And last one, rotating in. Beautiful. And rotate it out. Take a moment to just settle. You might feel like you can sit up taller on that side. Let's take it to the other side. So we're rotating in, really feeling that inward motion in that hip, maintaining your position here, and rotate out. And rotate in. Good. And rotate out. Now your foot doesn't have to be formed. So you may find that it does some things on its own. And rotate it out. Beautiful. And last one, rotate it in. Nice. And rotate it out, coming back up to your sitting position. And again, get the divine flesh out, and you may notice that this side now you can sit up more straight through that spine, aligning it up. Now we're going to use this leg and make some circles here. Again, this leg is staying stationary. I'm not asking you to form your feet here. So we're going to rotate in, bring that knee in, lift it up to the chest, rotate it out, and stretch it out. So your upper body is going to reflect what's happening here, but we're making that circle with that hip. Rotate it out and down. Let's take it again. You may find that your foot wants to automatically sort of point or flex. You can do what you want to, because we are trying to really focus on that hip. Now notice as you go inwards, you feel something happening in that lower back. Open and come down, sitting up tall. Let's take it to the other side again. You may feel a little bit more looseness on this leg we've already worked. So here we go. We're rotating in. We're bringing that knee across and coming out, open, and reach it out. That's still in a rotated out position. Coming in, rotate, circle, up, out, and stretch. And rotate in. Here's our third one. You might feel like it's getting easier. Out and stretch it. And let's take that once more. Rotate. Coming in. Good. Lift it up, out, and stretch. Sitting up tall. Seeing what happens there. Let's just rock side to side. You can let the hip come off the floor. We're just, once again, swaying from one direction to the other. Our upper body is helping to lead that as our hips lift. And let's take that once more. Lift it up and shift. Good. Come back to your original position. We're going to reverse that whole circle. So we're rotating the right leg, lift it up, bring it in, coming across, feeling that cross, drop in, out. Now, going in this direction, you may feel this inward motion a little bit more through the upper thigh and that hip area. Rotate it out, circle up, around, drop it down, and open. Last time. Reach it out, coming up, crossing it over. You maybe get a stretch in the glutes or the IT band, and sit up tall. Again, is there a difference between the two? You feel a little bit different on the leg that we just finished that last one. So from here, we're going to go out, bring this leg up, rotate it in, making sure that the anchor leg doesn't move in terms of how it rotates out, in, lift, around, cross, and open. Two more. Out, lift, up, around, cross it. Good. And open. Last time. Make it go way out, rotating through that hip, crossing it over, drop it down, and open. Good. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Let's open the legs just a little bit wider there. So make sure you've got the divine flesh out from underneath you. And now we're going to point those feet and take some circles with our feet. So front, around to the back, keeping the back tall. Front, around to the back. Two more. Front, around to the back, and front, and around to the back. Let's come back to neutral and reverse that back, around to the front, and back, around to the front. Two more. Back, around to the front, and back, and around to the front. Good. Shake that out. Excellent. So you might need to get a little further back on your mat. Maintaining this position, we're going to take a sway again, and we're going to really make the hip and the whole body react to it. With our feet pointed, we're going to allow this hip to go. We're trying to now allow the upper body to go. Hip goes, and then we're going to reach the arm and going to the diagonal on the back. So we've got front diagonal with that foot, right foot there, and then the right arm is crossing over, so it's a true crossover and diagonal line. Coming back down. We're going to repeat this roll back with that elbow as far back as you can get. And now the hip is going to lead again. We're going back into that reach, twist. Coming back. The hip is going to stay right in a straight position as the upper body twists. And push hip, roll that leg and reach. Feet and hands are reaching out. And come back and in and twist. And last time, push, reach, and stretch. So we're extending the work that we've been doing, coming back into that elbow. This leg stays neutral and then twist to the back. You may find you can twist quite a bit. Let's take it to the other side. So from here, we've got the left hip moving. Feet are pointed. You're trying to keep that leg straight, and you're twisting and crossing over with that left arm. Both feet are staying pointed. And come back. Elbow goes back and twist. And roll the left hip. Keeping the right leg stationary and out. See if you can expand that twist. Coming back and twist to the back. Here we go. 2 more. Reach, press, and twist. Good. And come back. And elbow goes back. How far back you can make that twist? And hip. Left arm, left leg. Feel the fingers and the toes reaching away. All the way over there. Crossing out. Good. And come back to neutral and back to your position. Excellent. Keep the legs out. Sitting up tall. Let's flex the feet. Let's take a little roll down through the top of the body here. Chin above the waist, involving the waist area, lower spine. And now we're going to fold at the hip and drop down. You might not be all the way down. You might not be super far down at all, but make your weight go forward and the weight go into the floor with your hands. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows are bent. From here, take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to inch those fingers out and lower the body down even more. So we're increasing the stretch not only in the inner thighs, but also the hamstrings. Breath in. Exhale, reach. See how long you can make that upper torso. Again, breathe in. Exhale, reach those hands out. Good. And last time, letting that head be loose. Deep breath in. And exhale and reach. So we're lengthening out, trying to create long lines through our body, from the hips to the top of our head and out to our arms, and then from each of the legs, hips out to the heels, which are still flexed there. Good. Take your hands, roll up through the spine. So you're getting the backwards motion, reverse motion of what we just did. We're going to twist our upper body and repeat the thing. Hold, curve over with the flexed feet to the right. So head, curve, drop, slide. Point to the position that feels okay for you. Keeping your opposite hip on the floor. We take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to reach the hands out, trying to lower our bodies towards that right leg, keeping the left hip on the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Lengthening out, enjoying the increased stretch that we're getting on this right leg, right hamstring. And breathe in. Exhale, reach those hands out. You're surrendering the body over towards that right leg, keeping the left hip on the floor. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale, reach those hands out and lengthen. Let's just stay here for a moment, noticing what's happening here. Where are you feeling the stretch? There may be many, many places you may be feeling this. Make sure the shoulders are down, the elbows are bent, the head is loose. Good. Walking yourself up, rolling up through that spine, reversing that curve down that we did, all the way up to the top of the head. And twist to the other side, repeat. Roll, head, dropping down, curving above the waist, walking the hands out, making sure that you eventually fold right from the front of the hip there. Right hip stays on the floor as you lower over. Increasing the stretch on the left hamstring here. You may still feel a stretch in the inside thighs. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, reach out through the hands and try and lower the body down. Nose is going towards the thigh, towards the knee. If you get farther out, it will be down towards the lower leg below the knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Heads are loose. Really enjoying what you can do to help your body to open up and lengthen. Breath in, exhale, let that head be loose, shake it out a little bit, make sure the elbows are down. Right hip maintains its position on the floor. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale, reach. All the way down. Excellent. Take a moment to just hold here and increase the lengthening and releasing that your muscles are doing all over your whole body.
And then roll yourself back up to an upright position.
Going through that spine.
Okay, we're going to take our left hand, keep the body twisted over to the right. Try to go into a flat back and reach that hand to the toe. So we're getting a twist, but we're also increasing the stretch on the hamstring, and you're keeping this hip down, and you can use the other hand as your support system. Your feet are flexed. So you're going to press with the hand on the floor as you pull with the hand on the toe. If you haven't been able to reach all the way out to the toe, you could bend your knees and try it from that direction. Coming up and twist, reach out. Other hand is behind you, shoulders are down. We're trying to keep it flat back. Using the hand on the floor to twist as you pull with the hand against the foot. So again, here we are in a diagonal stretch. And come up. Let's take that again. Reach, grab, press, and twist. Back is straight. Legs stay in a anchored parallel position. And come up. We're trying to really aim towards having a straight back there. As straight as you can get. If you need to, as I say, modify this position with your knees bent, you can certainly do that. As long as you're really folding right here from the hips. Here's our third set. Grab a hold of the feet, twist, and reach. Good. Coming up, twist, reach, grab, and twist. Shoulders are down. And here's the last time. Reach, grab, twist, keeping that back straight as you twist. You're not getting that hump in that back. You're really keeping it straight. Good. And come up. And we're going to the last side. Here we go. And twist. Shoulders are down. Excellent. And come up. Right. Let's bring the legs together and beat them out. Excellent. All right. Let's go back onto our hands and knees. And we're going to just open the legs out. So we're getting a little bit of abdominal work, but also through the hip joint. So we're grabbing hold of the abdominals here, maintaining a flat back. And you've got your shoulders right on top of your hands. And we're going to point our feet and lift this knee up and down, and up and down. Lift it up and down and up. Let's take 4 more by flexing the foot and lift and down and up and down. Good. Lift it up and down and up and down. Coming back to a neutral position. Other side. Feet are pointed. Lift and down. Use your breath and down. Lift it up and down and up and down. Flex that foot. Here we go. Up and down. Use the abdominals. Up and down. Lift it up and down and up and down. Make that foot go back into a pointed foot. Let's push back into child's pose for just a moment. Hands are loose. Breathing. And then come up right. We're going to curl the toes under and we're going to push through the heels and push the hips up. So the heels go down, hips go up. Here we are in a down dog. Pressing those heels down. Okay, without letting the knees touch, we're going to go to the knees bent towards the floor and press. And then don't touch and press. And come back. And press. Good. And come back. And press. Good. Let's go into a plank. So if you need to bring your hands a little bit farther forward, you can. And we're just coming into that plank. Let's go back into down dog. Press back. Trying to lengthen through the lower legs there. And plank. And go back. Repeat. And plank. And push back. Heels go down. And plank. And go back. Excellent. Let's go back into a plank. And all we're going to do at this point is hold on to the abs and just swivel our feet. So our feet are going towards the front. And then shift and to the back. So you're getting a little bit of ab work here as we shift to the front again. And then over to the back. But we're allowing the lower body to swivel Do that sway while the upper body is maintaining its position. And we have one more set, all the way over, good. And then come up and go back to the back. Come back to your neutral position. Let's drop the knees down, back into child's pose. Relax and breathe. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna come up. We're gonna place that back hand onto the elbow in the middle of our bodies, kind of like what we did earlier. And we're going to lift this other elbow up. So we're twisting that upper body again. And come down. Let's take 4 of those. And lift up, twist. See if you can get a little farther on that twist. And come down. We have 2 more. And lift up, twist. Beautiful. And come down. And lift up, twist. And come down. You're going to replace the front arm with the back arm and take it to the back. Elbow lifts up, pushing with the elbow on the floor to come to a twisted position. 3 more. Lift it up, twist. Good, and come down. And breathe. Lift, twist, and come down. And last time, lift it up. Feel that twist. See how far you've been able to make that twist happen. And come down. Good. Rolling up to the spine. Let's push back slightly with our hands. All right, we're still got our derriere onto our heels. We're pressing the knees towards the floor. Right away, you might feel that you're getting a bit of a stretch through that whole upper thigh area. But let's push the hips up a little bit more, letting our backs arc. So from here, deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to push the hips up and arc back more. Hips lift is going to increase the stretch on that front of the thigh there. And come back down. It doesn't have to be a big motion. Breath in, exhale. Push the hips up. And head goes back. Shoulders are loose. And come down. We have 2 more. Breathe. Inhale. Holding the abdominals in. Push and stretch. Good. And come down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Push, lift, and press. Really opening up the front of the thighs there through the hips. And come down. Excellent. Coming up right. Let's come back to our hands and knees, curl the toes under, and go back into our down dog. So our heels are down, heads are down. And let's lift the heels up and press down. And lift the heels up and press down. 2 more. And lift up and press down. Good. And last time, lift them up and press down. From here, pointing that front leg is parallel. We're going to rotate it out and lift it up. Really stretching up as high as you can. You may feel something in your glutes there. Bending the elbow. The knee. Bending the knee there. Stretch that leg up to increase the stretch through the hamstrings. Bend. So all we're doing is folding that knee. Good. And lift up. Each time you reach up, try to increase that stretch there. And bend. Keep that breath going. And stretch it up. And we're going to take 1 more. Here we go. And bend. It's just bending. And lift up. Good. Coming back down. Make the leg go into a parallel position. And then we're going to slide this knee forward between our legs. Drop the back leg. Using your hands, you're going to lift yourself up and be as tall as you can. Feeling that back hip get a stretch and allow that to lengthen out. And then let's fold over. Hand goes down in front of you here. Relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then we're going to take our hands back in and lift up. Stretch that back leg out a little bit more if you can. And we're going to push our hip to the side. So you may find that you're getting a little stretch on the outside of the IT band. And then using hands, we're going to come up and go to the inside. You may not be able to get very far, but you'll feel a stretch on the back inside the hip area. And up and over. So again, here we go in the sway. Out to the side. up, and push the other direction. Up and out. And you notice that I'm letting my arms move as they need to help accommodate this as I get more range of motion there. And come out to the side. Good. And come up and push it out to the inside there. Good. Coming back to a neutral position, let's slide this like that. Just go back into child's pose one more time and notice if the side that we've been working on feels any different than the other one. Let's curl the toes under, push the heels down, stretching out the Achilles there. Hips go up, heads go down, and then bend the knees and roll out through the spine. Good. All right, we're going to walk to the other side of our mat so we can do the other leg. So from here, let's take a squat down, trying to keep the heels on the floor. Bend. Good. See if you can balance. And then walk out with the hands to your hands and knees position. Establish that first, curl the toes under, and press the heels down, and we're going to go into your down dog again. So let's take that whole series that we were doing before, with the knees going down but not touching to the floor, and press and go back. And come in. Good. And press back. And come back in, and push the heels back. Last time, coming in, good, and press the heels back. Excellent. Okay, let's take those plank once again. So here we go, plank, and push back into down dog. Let's take 3 more, and plank, holding on to the abs, and press back. 2 more, and plank, and press back, and plank, and press back into down dog. We're going to work with what's now the front leg, but it's the other leg, which we haven't worked on before. And we're lifting it up in a parallel position and then rotate the leg out, getting that leg as high as you can. Here we go, with just bending the knee. Feeling the knee going up to the ceiling, but we're bending and making the foot go to the back. Stretch that leg up. Again, bend it. Good, keep breathing. And stretch it up. We have 2 more. Bend it. And press it up. Using the arms to help you. Really stretch, bend. Good. And lift it way up there. Coming back to a downward position, parallel, and then we're coming in, sliding that knee in, and press. We're going to release the toe in the back, press that back leg way back, come up, feel that stretch up here. You may find that you get a lot of different places that are getting stretched in this position with the body lifted up. And then we're going to come back down to a bent elbow position, heads are down. Stretching that back leg out. It will still be slightly bent, but you're trying to lengthen through the hip there. Good, and come up. And now we're going to take that little rock. So we're going to push out with our hip. And you feel a little stretch maybe on the glutes, underneath where the leg is connecting to the glutes. Come up and now press inwards. And now it's your back hip area into the torso that you will feel this stretch. We have this rocking or swaying again. Here we go, rock it, and come up and over and go in the opposite direction. 2 more sets. Try to stretch that back leg out as much as you can. And going with the hip towards the front, and then rotating, going towards the back, lengthening that back leg, hip area, and last time, coming to the front, good, and rock it, and coming to the opposite direction, good. Could give you a really nice stretch there. Come back to a neutral position, let's slide this leg back, and go into your flat back, into your child's pose, and relax. Notice what's happened. If it feels any different, hopefully the legs feel like they're more equal in terms of how they're folded. Good. And roll up through the spine. Good. Let's sit down and lie on our sides. So we're going to have the bottom leg rotated, so the knee is going towards the floor. The top leg is rotating, so the knee is going up to the ceiling. And let's stay supporting ourselves here. Our ribs are lifted. We've got the shoulders on top of that elbow there. So we're going to bring this top leg in with a pointed foot. Bring the knee up. Good. We're going to flex the foot and drive the heel up. So we're increasing the inside thigh stretch. Point the foot and come back down to the knee. Slide it back down and out. So we're going to take 4 of those. So we're coming in to the knee, lift the leg up. Flex the foot, drive it up. See how far up you can make it go. Maybe it goes beyond straight up. Point the foot, coming back in. Bottom leg is staying strong. Slide it and cross it. 2 more. Coming in. Lift it up. Flex the foot. Drive the heel up. How far up can you make it be? Make sure the ribs are staying lifted. Point the foot. Bottom foot is still pointed to the knee. Slide it down. We have 1 more. And lift it up. Bring it in. Flex the foot. Drive it up. How far up can it go? Maybe it's gone quite a bit farther. And point, coming in. And slide it down. Excellent. We're going to lie down. And we're going to take that 1 more time. Coming up. Bringing that knee into the chest. Lift the foot into a flex position, and now see how far you can drive it up and out. Bottom leg is still pointed. Point that foot, coming in and coming down. So we're going to take 4 total of this variation. Lift, foot is pointed, knee lifts up, flex the foot, driving up. How far up can you get? If you press out through that heel and press out through the bottom leg, you're going to be able to get a little more stretch there. Point, coming in, knee, and slide down. 2 more. And breathe. Up. Knee lifts up. Flex that foot. Both feet are working. One's in a flex position, the other's in a pointed position. Point, coming in. This leg is getting some work here. And drop down. And last time, lift it up. Bring it in. Good. Flex the foot. Driving up and out. How far up can you get? Good. Point the foot. Bring it in. And slide and drop. Okay. Let's sit up. Bring your legs together. See if you can keep them together as you swing around. And we have to reverse the position. So the bottom leg is now going to rotate towards the floor, knee is down, top leg is rotated out, knee to the ceiling, and we've got our support here with our ribs lifted. So first variation, we're coming up to a knee position. Lift that leg up, flex that foot. Now we're driving it up. This time let's just go straight up to the ceiling. We're not trying to increase the range quite so much there. Point, come in, slide, and let it come down. Second set. And lift. Ribs stay lifted here. Bring that knee up. Flex the foot. This time, see if you can go beyond the straight up and down. Point the foot. Coming back into that knee and drive it down, rotating it up. 2 more sets. And lift. Knee lifts up. Flex that foot. Bottom leg stays pointed. Drive that heel up. Can you increase the angle of that stretch? Good. Point. Come in. Breathing. And slide it out. We have 1 more. And lift. Keeping the shoulders down. Try not to let those shoulders lift to the ears. Leg comes up. Flex. Drive. Pushing out through that heel. Using the bottom leg as an anchor to see how far up you can get that leg. Point. Come in. Good. And then sliding down. Okay, second variation, we're lying down. Supporting yourself with this hand here. Legs are rotated. Bring that foot in. Breathe. Lift that knee up as high as it can go. Flex. And now you have freer movement to be able to get that leg up as high as you can. Feeling the stretch in the inside thigh there. Point the foot. Coming back through into that knee. And sliding it out. Beautiful. Coming in, lift. Bring that knee up. Flex that foot. Drive. Reach way out there. As far as you can go. Beautiful. Point the foot. Working that leg. Keeping the inside thigh working here as you close down. And slide. And breathe it up. And lift the knee up. Excellent. Flex that foot. Drive and reach. Legs will be feeling like they've been working because they have been. Point. And come back down to the knee here. And slide and reach it out. And we have one more. Lift it up. Excellent. Knee to the chest. Flex that foot. Lift. Drive. How far out can you get that to go? Way out there. Good. Point through the foot. Coming back to the knee. Good. And slide down. Excellent. Let's roll back onto our belly. So we're kind of back where we were at the beginning of class. And we're going to bring our hands down past our bosom area. And we're going to let our feet be nice and straight and pointed. And we're going to push up and arc through the front of the body now. So the hips stay down. We've opened up the hips. So now we're trying to help the upper body get a little bit more flexibility. Roll down, elbows go down by the chest. And head drops and rests. Breath in. Exhale. Head, roll, push, lift, and stretch. Maybe you can get your upper body a little farther up. And roll back down. Elbows go by the side of the bodies. Come down. Head rests. Two more. Breath in. Exhale. Coming back up. Push, rest, press, and stretch. Good. Rolling down through that belly, through the chest. Head is the last one that gets down there. And then last time, deep breath in. Exhale. Push. Lift up and reach. Excellent. And rolling back down. Good. Heads are released. Excellent. Let's push back into child's pose once more. If you have to adjust your position on your mat, go for it. And get that lower spine stretching out here. Let's walk our hands over to the front, keeping the hips over the heels. And we can cross the opposite hand over onto the wrist of the hand on the side we're reaching towards. Getting a side stretch there. Heads loose. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Once more, deep breath in and exhale. Good. Let's walk the hands to the other side. And you can cross now the opposite hand over and put it on the wrist or the back of the palm on the same side that we're going towards arm. And just settle, keeping the hips on heels. Deep breath in. Exhale. Repeat. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Coming back to the neutral position and settle. You may find that you get a little further over here. And then let's roll back up through the spine, coming to an upright position. Excellent. We're going to lie on our backs here. So turning around, let's take a little bit of abdominal work getting down. So we got the defined flesh foot from underneath us. Backs are straight, and we're going to curl the spine down, engaging the abdominals. Hands can slide on the backs of the thighs and trying to go all the way down and coming to as flat a back as you can. Wiggle the hips side to side. And then beat the thighs on the floor. And let's stop that and take the foot drum so your foot is going to be able to manipulate your whole body. And then relax. Notice the state of your body. Hopefully you feel like a lock has opened up. We're going to do a hamstring stretch here to just finish off. So our feet are going to be pointed. We have a parallel position with our legs, and that front leg is coming in, knee to the chest. Really stretch into the chest with that knee. Bottom leg is staying straight. With a breath, inhale, grab a hold of the foot, exhale, and lengthen that leg up. Now we did those extensions to the side, so your legs are used to doing this extension, but now we're in a parallel position, so we're getting more direct hamstring stretch there. And come back in, breathing in. Exhale, stretch out and lengthen. How far can you make that top leg go? Bottom leg is your anchor leg. It's staying parallel. You should be feeling quite a bit of a stretch on the hamstring there. We have 2 more. Bend in with that knee, hugging the knee to the chest. Exhale, extend or reach out and lengthen. Good. And 4th one, here we go. Knee to the chest. Inhale. Exhale, extend and reach. Now we're going to maintain this position, put our hands on the ankle there, and we're going to take the lower leg and do a grand battement. This foot is staying pointed, the bottom one is also. So we're lifting the leg up. Now as we go out, we're pressing the lower back into the floor, engaging the abdominals and stretching the leg down. You may feel more of a stretch on the top leg hamstring. And lift up. And press it out and down. Try to maintain this top leg where it is. So you really increase that stretch. 2 more. Feet are pointed. Lift. And slowly stretching down, holding onto the abs. Press and down. Beautiful. And lift up. Press and come down. Good. Maintaining this position. Let's flex both heels out, which will increase the stretch. Stretching those heels away. If your knees are bent on this top leg, that's fine. And push through and point. Hugging this knee in to the chest, and then slide and reach out. And just notice for a moment how that leg feels compared to the other one as you just relax and lay there. And then let's take it to the other side. So feet are parallel and they're pointed. Legs are parallel, bringing that back leg into the chest. Knee comes in. Now you might find that one leg feels different than the other as you stretch. That's pretty normal. Here we go. Taking a deep breath in as you grab a hold of the foot and extend the leg up. Again, you go to your limit, and you may find that one leg feels different than the other. Each day might be different as you stretch. Bending that knee in. Breathing in. Exhale, extend and reach. Feel the bottom leg reaching away as well, so you have an anchor to stretch the top leg out. Good. 2 more. Bend in. Feet are pointed. Exhale and reach. Lengthening out through the hamstring of this top leg. And last one. Bend it in. And exhale and reach out. Beautiful. Now we're going to take those battements. Bottom leg is parallel. Lift it up. Foot is pointed. Now as you reach out, you're pressing the hips, the lower back onto the floor and the abdominals together as the leg reaches out, which may increase the stretch here on this hamstring. Here we go. Lift up. Shoulders are down. Reaching way out as that leg goes down towards the floor. Beautiful. Again, lift it up. And pressing out and stretch. How far apart can the legs go? And last time, lifting up, reaching out, point, stretch it out, and lengthen. Okay, here we go. We're going to shift the hands and we're going to flex out through the heels, really pressing the heels away to increase that stretch. Excellent. Good. Push through and point. Bend that knee in and allow the leg to go back down all the way. And again, let's shake out the hips side to side. And then beat the thighs on the floor. And then stop that and let your foot go into the foot drop to move the whole body just by the action of your feet. Beautiful. Good. Let's roll to the side. Knees are bent. And we're going to be in this nice side lie position for just a second, letting the body just sort of recalibrate. And now let's push through, undulate the spine up, and come to a sitting position. Good. Let's take one last stretch in the open position here. So make the legs go out to the side. Divine flesh is out from underneath here.
like to rotate it out. You may find that you can really get pretty far out there after all the stretching that we've been doing. We're going to go off on the diagonals here with our torso, with our feet nice and anchored here. So backs are straight, we're rotating. We're going to roll down through the head, through the upper body, sliding the hands off on the diagonal. We're going to the right, but we are making sure that the left hip is staying on the floor. You're going to find that you get more of an inside thigh stretch there as we inch our hands out and come to the most extreme position you can get to at this point. Let's take some deep breaths, 4 of them. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. See if you can inch the hands out a little bit more. Breath in. Exhale, inching out. Remember, you're folding from the hips and keeping that left hip rotated out and down. Breath in. Exhale, reaching out. And last time, deep breath in. Exhale and reach. Try to relax that head. You might want to shake it out, wiggle the shoulders a little bit, maybe wiggle the hips if you can, and then allow the body to settle into the floor. And then hands are going to walk up as you roll up through the spine and come to an upright position. Head's the last thing that comes up and straight. Good, let's take it to the other side. So we've rotated the upper body to the left now. If you need to realign yourself and make sure that the divine flush is up, you can do that. So head rolls above the waist, through the spine, going through that lower back and then hitting into the front of the hips there and going down as far as you feel comfortable, this first position. And it might be different place. It might be a different place than the first position for the other side. Both legs stay rotated out. Make sure that right hip is truly rotated out on the floor. Let's take 4 breaths. Feet are pointed. Deep breath in. Exhale and reach out. Breath in. And exhale and reach. 2 more. Breath in. Exhale. And once more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Letting the head be loose, maybe shake it out, shoulders, hips. You might not get a lot of motion in the shaking out, but see what it does. See if it lowers your body closer to the floor. And then use your hands to walk yourself up and roll up through that spine, coming to an upright position. Feet are still pointed, backs are straight. Excellent. Allow the legs to come together. You might have to help them, because that was a lot of a stretch there. And beat the thighs out in front of you. Okay, let's take one last twist. We've got our feet pointed, divine flesh out from underneath. And we're going to take our left hand and put it against the outside of the right leg. Legs are parallel there. And let's reach this arm forward and see how far forward we can get. And then we're going to rotate, sliding the bottom hand out towards the foot and take a twist. So again, we've got a nice twist there in the spine. We're reaching this arm up. We're reaching the front arm or the left arm towards the feet and trying to stay in a nice twist there. Good. Bring the arm down, come up, and let's reverse it to the other side. Feet are still pointed. Hand goes behind. This arm is reaching forward as you slide. Reach it forward, keeping the back more or less on a flat back position, and we're taking that twist. Continuing to reach up with that upper arm and out towards the foot with the bottom arm. Really enjoying that huge twisted stretch there. It's a diagonal stretch. And then coming up, and let's take it once more with a flexed foot. And you may feel like you're really lengthening even more through that core and the torso area. Flex the feet. We've got the left hand coming across, reaching the right arm forward as you slide forward, keeping that flat back. This time, because the feet are flexed, you're going to get more of a hamstring stretch. Reach that arm up and feel that twist. And you're pressing against the bottom arm as you slide. It's a big stretch. This whole body really gets a nice opening in this particular twist and stretch here. Reaching out a little bit more if you can with the bottom arm, keeping this top arm straight up. Good. Coming up, rolling through, and still keeping those feet flexed. Hands come out to the left side. Reach this arm forward, trying to keep the back straight and flat as you twist, sliding the bottom arm out towards the heels and the top arm up, way up, feeling what happens there in that lower spine and along the hamstring of the left leg. Reaching forward a little bit more, arm comes up, really expanding and stretching through this position. Good. And then allow that arm to come down, roll up through the spine, and shake the legs out once again. Excellent. Let's bring the legs together in a folded position. Divine flesh is out from underneath you. And just notice how your body feels. I hope it feels nice and lengthened and opened, and maybe it feels free to move more easily for the rest of the day. Let's take a deep breath in, lift the hands up over the head, put the hands together, and then bring the hands to your heart chakra and give thanks to yourself. You know, we need to really feel gratitude towards our bodies so that they'll continue to do what we ask of them. All right, have a great rest of the day.